Hi, everyone. I'm really delighted to be here this afternoon since this is the very first time that IATEFL BASIC is holding a conference in Greece. We're going to be
Wonderful.
in Athens from the 7th to the 9th of November, and I'm delighted to have Zoe, an excellent business English teacher in the area and a longtime BASIC member, with us for some questions about Athens. So,
I'm very excited, Marjorie. Very excited.
what can you tell us about Athens? What's special about it?
Okay. What's special about it? Let me say that Athens is not a beautiful city as such. But it is unique. It is unique. It is unique because, I mean, think about it. It has been inhabited continuously since prehistoric times, continuously and without any interruption. So you can imagine the vibe. So we have prehistoric elements, classical elements that everybody knows, and then Byzantine, Ottoman, and modern elements. So I think that blend is what makes it unique, and you can feel the vibe by walking in the streets. But it's not, you know, a picture perfect kind of city with very well preserved buildings because it has been bombarded. So, but it carries a lot of history.
Okay. What are some of your favorite things about the city?
Aha. um, okay. Number one, open air cafes. I just love those and open air tavernas, and we have a lot of open air like cinemas and so on. I think this is my number one favorite thing in Athens. But also the people, because it's a very vibrant and lively city, but with a lot of warmth. So and this is in the atmosphere. It's very approachable. It's an approachable big city. And I
Great.
think this is what I really like about it.
Wonderful. What would you say is a must-see or must-do activity for our delegates? If they
Mm.
only have time to do one thing, what would
Okay. One thing, definitely the Acropolis. What can I say? I mean, okay. Okay, if one hasn't visited the Acropolis before, I think it's really worth visiting the Acropolis and the Acropolis Museum because you get a lot of information. And if I may add, if one can avail of any organized tour, it's even better because in a very short time you can learn a lot and get a lot of useful insight into the city. Um, but then the next thing I would really like recommend is a Greek night out, like live music with meze, these small dishes that we like sharing in the middle of the table. I think that's another must-do thing in Athens.
I understand that? Yes. And what takeaways will people likely have after the conference when they come back?
Okay, I think definitely inspiration. Okay, first of all, let me say that I'm a big fan of the BISIG conferences. I think that irrespective of the place in the city, I mean, that's not a number one takeaway of any member inspiration. And I really, really highly recommend taking part in these conferences. We have I know I'm maybe not directly answering your question, but I'm a big proponent of the basic conference as a business person myself, because I teach business English, but I'm a business person, and I think you get so inspired from these conferences because you really need to make sure you're aligned with the others. We can't be working in silos. So these conferences are exactly that, making sure that you connect and you're aligned with what other people do. And I think in combination that this will be in Athens, I think this is a great asset because Athens inspires you to get connected.
It's
It's,
wonderful.
yeah.
And you said your first conference was Monaco. I don't even remember how long ago that was, but it was a
Uh,
while,
it was a while.
certainly a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and what kind, just one other thing. I mean, basic people like to network, like to chat, but another thing they like to do is to sample local food. What would you say people should definitely try?
Right. Okay. Uh, okay. Greece is known for its Mediterranean cuisine. So, okay, a lot of vegetable dishes for the vegetarians and vegetable lovers as a whole. But then I would also recommend souvlaki, which is this grilled meat in wrapped in pita bread. So if you do eat meat, I would recommend that. And another dish which is very famous is moussaka, which is a combination of meat and vegetables. And I think this is very, very sort of, it's a Greek taste, aubergines with minced meat and so on. But also what I mentioned earlier, this meze, the small dishes with a huge variety from beans to whatever, I think, and that you share in the middle, I think that's another thing one should try definitely.
Things like spinach pies and cheese pies and
Oh,
pierogi and
absolutely.
so on. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
I
yes.
think many people are familiar with the cuisine, but there may be special
Yeah,
things.
like the Greek salad. Yeah. Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Lots of them.
Pies, definitely. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
I'm sure they'll be at the hotel for breakfast. Okay. Is there anything you want to end with about Athens specifically to tell our viewers?
Well, I think it's very exciting that it is going to be held in Athens. Hopefully, we'll have the nice weather that we all hope for, blue sky and so on. I mean, Athens is famous for that, but then you never know. I think it's a great opportunity for those who are in Greece already to take part in this conference. So I would really, urge any business English or otherwise English teachers in Greece to join us. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you very much. We will
Thank
get
you, Marjo. I'm really looking forward to it.
social
And
media.
not just the conference, but sitting with a glass of wine, laid back, and having these amazing conversations that we share every time. I think this is really key.
I agree.